Hello, this is your Morning Glory Oracle for today. I'm Lone Peep, also known as Penelope Seagull. I'm happy to be here with you today, examining the questions that affect our lives, the questions and themes that you're working through today. Whether they're big or small, all of it is interesting and all of it matters. So let's just first cleanse our thoughts, cleanse our minds with a little bit of sage, clear our energy field. And just allow this smoke to take your prayers, your intentions, your questions, and your troubles wherever they need to go. Big breath in, soften and relax. So gathering up your query, whatever it might be, just letting it float around your mind. And feel it coming behind your eyes, like a blind vision. So close your eyes and just let it sit there, whatever your question is. Or it might just be a sense or a feeling in your body. It might even just be a mood. So let that sit there, whether it's troubled or light, whether it's questioning or full of confidence. Let it sit there behind your eyes, and take a deep breath and let it sink down into your heart space. Feeling that intention, that sense in the front and back of your heart, in your shoulders, all the way through your rib cage, and taking a deep breath and breathing it down into your belly, so into your core space, down into your lower belly, in between your hips, swirling that intention and that sense, that question down into your root. And then letting it slide even further all the way down your legs, down through your feet and into the ground. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Feel gravity pulling your intention down and giving you roots right where you are right now. And letting your intention, your question float through your entire system. Just let it emanate from your body, feeling into the question, feeling into the situation, feeling into the circumstance, all around your body, up and down, and not just worrying away at it with your mind, but letting it infuse your energy field. Okay, so we're gonna go with the animal medicine first, asking what totem can help us reflect on this question that we're dealing with right now. What can offer you support and learning in this time? Interesting, the polar bear. The polar bear, so bear energy is a very big energy, obviously. It's big and it's earthy. And the polar bear is a masculine bear energy. It's a standing up, defensive, I am taking space. It's a white, obviously a very white bear, and it's very, very large. I think they're even larger than grizzly bears. And when this polar bear sits in my root, it often will stand up and hold space. And it's interesting because just last night I had a vision of this polar bear being in my root again. So this polar bear, it's about awakening to your own self-protection. And like, they're very, very territorial creatures. If you watch a documentary on a polar bear, you'll get some more ideas about how this polar bear is acting in your situation right now and what medicine it has to teach you. So they're very, very territorial creatures. They wander around, they're kind of solitary, they're hunters, they're extremely large, they're very versatile, they can swim for extremely long distances, they're very, very strong creatures. And they own the whole space around them. And they own a space that can be pretty austere. I mean, they live in the Arctic, right? So this is telling you about your autonomy. This is telling you about your self-protective qualities of roaming alone and hunting alone and protecting yourself and defending your territory. And it can be quite quite an aggressive energy. Not like angry or mean, but definitely like, I am here and I am staking my claim. So let this stand in you right now. Let the polar bear stand in you. What are you defending? What is your territory? What do you need confidence with? This is very good for confidence. Let's see what the tarot says right now. There's a plane going by, sorry. I like to do my readings outside. There's influencing factors, birds, planes, trains, automobiles. Last time there was cicadas. I'm not really about controlled environments. Although every time I say something, then it turns out to be the opposite, so maybe I am, and I don't even know it. There's always a paradox in every statement. Okay, let's get the tarot out here. All right, so we got the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is another interesting card that's come up for me a lot when I'm in a situation where I really need to look at my motives. There's a cheating element to this card. This guy is, there's a couple swords here, there's 2 swords here, there's 5 here. He's kind of got them over his shoulder and they're shady. See, they're not illuminated, and he's kind of sneaking off. He's got a sneaking posture. He's like, And this card asks you, what are you trying to get away with? Especially mentally, because the swords have to do with your mentality and being really clear and discerning about your thoughts and your thought path. And the 7 is a number of the path. So it's really interesting to ask yourself, what path are my thoughts on right now? Is this path an honorable one? Is this path where my spirit and my emotional body really want to go? Am I cheating somebody or something, or am I being cheated on? And that can mean a simple thing as, are people around me being honest, and am I being truly honest with the people around me? Am I being honest with the true intentions of my heart? Am I doing something just for safety, just for money, just for status, just for belonging? Or am I actually doing it out of the goodness of my heart and the truth of my integrity? So this card has a lot to do with mental integrity. And I think that when this bear comes in here, there's something about selfhood. There's something about really defending your own territory and asking, like, what's happening in terms of my motives and my integrity, where I am in life right now. So if your question is about a job, then it's like, are you doing something with a little bit of like less integrity? Are you really standing up for what your true values are, for your true voice, are you staking your claim? You know, if it's in a relationship, are you cheating or being cheated on? And I don't just mean sexually. I mean, is your partner really, really present with you? And are you really present in the relationship? And is that relationship supporting the truth of yourself, your true territory, your true self? If it has to do with like your spiritual vocation, really have a look at your surroundings. You know, where are you going and what are you doing and why? So really look into your motives, look into your assumptions about yourself, about why you're doing things, about why you're making decisions for the future. This is a really interesting and complex reading. This asks you to stand up for what is really true, and that you will sense a bit of a mental trouble or mental confusion if it's not really the truth that you're standing for. So this reading really asks for a lot of internal excavation as to what your real values are and whether you're really following them in life, and whether the people around you are supporting that as well. Yeah, the polar bear and the 7 of Swords, very interesting. So that is our medicine for today. I do offer personal readings if you want to join me online for a medicine session where we can look at all these issues and go a little deeper with guided visualization and breath work and more tarot cards, then please do contact me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you again soon.